probably like, what's going on? This isn't a commentary video. What's going on? If you saw my post from earlier on this week, I basically explained to you what was going on, but if you haven't, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown. I'm already in a better mood. Filmed this entire video, it took like over an hour filming, and I'm watching the footage back and I'm like, the microphone is not microphoning and something's wrong with the audio. So I'm praying to dear God that this audio is right. As you may know, I've been on quite a journey with what I decide to buy, what I don't decide to buy. And what I'm really happy and excited about to share with you today is I've got something for everyone in this little mixed bag of lollies here, okay? I've got some fashion, I've got makeup, I've got skincare, I've got health related things, I've got a TV show recommendation that I'm obsessed with, I've got lifestyle things, I've got something for everybody and every budget. So I'm really excited to just, you know, kind of just shoot the shit with you today and just return to my roots for a moment, share with you some things that I've been loving in my life. I'm already in a better mood. It's amazing how you guys just put me in a better mood. Let's get started with number one. That is a fashion related item, and it is Pippa Holt caftans. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen a good few months ago, I went to a Pippa Holt caftan event and had the time of my life. Pippa Holt is an Australian. She's also the ex-British fashion stylist or editor of Vogue. Fashion stylist. Something. And she's just got a beautiful array of caftans. Just quickly warning you, they are very expensive. Like I said though, I have a variety of different priced items in this little video today of just some things I've been loving, but these freaking caftans are expensive. I managed to get a discount because I went to this event on the day, but I bought 2 caftans. And they are probably the thing that I've just been loving living in summer. These are just, to me, the chicest pieces of clothing that I own right now, especially for this summer. And I just love the modesty behind them. I love that they are what I've deemed to be very beautiful, very classy, and also very modest. I do love to dress quite modestly sometimes, a lot of the time actually. And I love the patterns that you can tell the quality is there. And you know, I wear these when I'm chilling at home, I wear them out and about, I wear them out to dinner. When I'm running my errands, I wear them at the grocery store, and I just get an array of compliments from a variety of different aged women. I think the oldest woman who's actually complimented my caftan, I think she was like in her 80s. I've had a few compliments from men, and they weren't creepy compliments, you know. That's why I love about modest dressing, and I love about certain clothing that I just deem to be, I just believe is very beautiful. And you know, the compliments from men were, you know, they weren't trying to hit on me, they weren't trying to creep me out, they were literally just like, you know, you're dressed so beautifully, you're dressed so lovely, like you have amazing style. Like one of them even said, oh my God, where is that from? My wife would love that, and I think she just looked beautiful in it. Like, where did you get that from? Just like, those are just such nice compliments. And what I love about these caftans as well is they're so flattering. Womanly things, hormones, maybe you've just like gained a bit of extra weight, maybe you're bloated one day, maybe you're just not feeling your best, maybe you've just got a bit of a bloated tummy and you don't want to wear something tight, but you also want to feel put together and chic. I love these caftans. It's literally so easy to get on and off. They're machine washable. She's just got so many different styles. Like if you check out her website, so many different styles. I personally prefer the longer ones. As you can see, I've got 2 long ones here, but I just love these caftans. I'm just obsessed, and these are going to be my holiday pieces. Like I can even envision when summer's over, when I'm hopping over to Queensland, when I'm going on like my tropical vacations, I'm going to be wearing these on the plane. I'm going to be wearing these out to dinner. They're just so easy. And what I love about them as well is the material doesn't get super creased, so I think it is quite easy to pack. The second and the last fashion related item in this haul today is a pair of shoes. I think I've made it very clear to you guys that, you know, I'm not shopping excessively, but I still shop from time to time, and honestly most of the things that I buy I don't show you anymore. But today's video is a wild card because let's not go back there, but my microphone just these pair of shoes. These are a pair of Chanel shoes. I bought them because I think you might know this about me already, but I love chunky, what you'd call kind of ugly dad sandals. You know, I love Birkenstocks, I love Chypre, I love Hermes Chypre sandals. I actually never even showed you this, but I actually managed to score a pair of Hermes Chypre sandals, and I'm just shocked I have, and it's just fucking, it's mental that I even have a pair. But like, that is what I like, and I know that these are really expensive. They're just ridiculously priced, and so are the Hermes ones, but I feel comfortable paying that much for shoes like that because I know I wear them. Like, they're like what I like to call my designer, my fancy Birkenstocks. Like, I live in my Birkenstocks, I live in these, and I live in Hermes Chypre, and every now and again my fancy around sandals. Like, I just kind of like that style of my more supportive flats. And this one, Instagram resellers, they're just really like $400-500 over retail. they're expecting for these, and I just didn't want to pay that. And when I went to Melbourne to see Taylor Swift for the Eras tour, I managed to just like quickly duck into Chanel. I think it was the only shop I went into actually. And I saw these on display. I saw this and a lighter blue pair, and these are a size 37. The 38 was way too big for me, so 37, I find these true to size for anyone wondering. These are true to size. And this was the last size they had. This is the last size they had in these shoes at all. They had quite a few 38s. I think they had like a white 38 and they had light blue and these in 38, but the only 37 they had was these. So I grabbed them. One of them was even the display. That is how hard they were to get, and I'm pretty sure I've already like scuffed them, but it is what it is. They don't go with all of my outfits. Obviously they're blue. They don't go with everything. They're not as neutral in my wardrobe as like my browns and my blacks, but I almost like that because for how much these freaking shoes cost, I don't really want to be wearing them every day. And you know, Chanel, they don't recommend that you wear their shoes every day, which again is madness, and I can go into why that's ridiculous, but we already know why that's ridiculous. I'm just really happy I managed to pick these up because I'm aware that they're quite hard to get your hands on. This is something that I was actually gatekeeping for quite a number of months. It's been the best find, and some of you are going to be like, wow, Caitlin, I just can't believe you're this late to the game. I mean, like I said, I've been onto it for actually over a year now. If you've ever been on a natural deodorant journey, I'm about to stop that journey for you right now. This stuff here, Crystal Spray natural deodorant, specifically the spray version. I've had various other ones in block form and I just hate them because they take so long to use. I was always focused on natural deodorants that smelt like something or just were more fragranced. This is literally just mineral salts, okay? 100% natural mineral salts. That's all this is. And funnily, this has been the only thing that's worked for me. It's incredible. In the hottest of days, it also works. Like, this stuff works. Granted, I'm not gonna lie, I still use my naughty, I call it my naughty, my aluminium, my friggin' deodorant full of chemicals on an occasional basis. Say if I shower in the morning, I'll use this, but if I have to go somewhere at night and it's a hot day in summer, I'll probably just put some other deodorant on at night. Or this is very important, if I'm shaving my underarms, I use my chemical naughty deodorant because this, I mean, I don't know, each their own, but I learned the hard way. Do not shave and then just rub salt on your open skin. That's gonna burn, ladies. Don't do it. Do it if you want, but it was painful. So yeah, I like this and I use this for like literally 99% of the time, but every now and again I'll chuck on my other deodorant. Next up, following on from that, is another kind of skincare product. This is shea butter, unrefined shea butter. Honestly, I don't use it every day. I'll use it maybe like 4 to 5 times a week, but there are still days where I love to use my fancy, like my normal body cream. And the reason I use this is, like, I think I've mentioned to you guys before that I have become very aware of my hormones and my endocrine disruptors, living less toxic and relieving a lot of the toxic load in terms of like my skin. You know, your skin's your biggest organ, and I feel the need to say as well, like I said, I still use normal deodorant from time to time. I still use normal body cream from time to time. I mean, even right now I've got my nails painted, so I'm not completely, you know, non-toxic. I feel like in the world we live in today, it's almost hard to live like that. And especially if you're a woman who loves to do your nails and, you know, color your hair and wear makeup and all those various things, like it's not possible. But I'm aware that I'm also trying to do as much as I can and still feel great, you know? So I don't paint my nails all the time. I paint them and I go through a phase where I really love painting them, and I'll take breaks, and I hardly fake tan anymore, and just little things, like I'm trying to just switch up little things and just lessen the toxic load on my body. You know, there's a few different things I do, and this is one of them. And if you're looking for more of a natural body lotion, something that's literally just a natural product, just very, very few chemicals, I highly recommend this. You just kind of warm it up in your hands and you rub it on your body. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer than regular body cream, but like I said, I'll use it, you know, 3, 4, maybe 5 times a week. And I really love it. It's just more of a natural alternative to a body cream with like a lot of chemicals, and that's something that I'm very passionate about. You know, women really do put a lot more chemicals, and I think women ingest and women put a lot more chemicals on their skin than men do, and that really affects our health long term. I personally believe, you know, our toxic load is higher than men with, you know, cosmetics, with skincare, with makeup, with fake tan, with hair care, with just all the things that we do. It can be quite overwhelming for our body. So yeah, just where I can, I like to just lessen my toxic load as much as I can. These two, and annoyingly I have two because I'm neither color, like these two mixed together is my perfect kind of color in my opinion. You guys know that I've talked about the By Terry CC Serum since the dawn of time. I've been using this since I was literally like 18, 19 years old. This is my most recent find. It is the Rose Ink Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. This and this is all I have on my skin right now. I'm not as into foundation. I like a little bit more of a skin look, and this is incredible. Like, this is amazing. If you love this, try this. Like, I think you'll also love this. It's so beautifully, it just like covers all your imperfections. It's so dewy. It just makes your skin look so healthy and luminous. So this next one is a skincare device. This is the Omnilux Mini, and I have the two different, they have three different actually, but I've just got the specifically two different Omnilux Minis. I've got this one, which is the blemish eraser, and I've got the under eye ones, but I wanted to specifically share this one with you. I guess because I feel like if you've got the full size Omni masks, which I love and I recommend, and I've recommended before, then I don't think you really need the under eye ones. And it depends if you travel a lot, or if you love to do your under eyes, then yeah, get them. I love them. But I wanted to specifically share this one with you because this is the blemish eraser. And I actually have the full size acne Omni mask, which, silly me, I probably actually didn't need that mask because as much as I suffer every now and again from breakouts and acne and pimples, it's not like an all over facial experience, which I do think that that particular mask is more for people who are suffering from like a lot of blemishes, and touch wood, thank God that I don't have that. But I have been on a real roller coaster with my skin since getting off contraceptive pill, and touch wood, like at the moment it's actually the best it's looked in ages, and I could just cry from happiness because anyone who's experienced skin problems in the past, or if you're going through them now, it's really tough, isn't it? Like, it just knocks your confidence, and it's just this weird lie, isn't it? It's a lie that we're told that acne and pimples and breakouts, it's like, oh, it's just something that you experience as, you know, a kid or as a teenager, but don't worry, when you're older it's going to get better. No, it's not. You can still have pimples at 30, at 40, at God knows what other age. If you're someone who doesn't have like full all face kind of acne, this is a really great, oh no, where's my actual thing? Oh my God, I'm freaking out. This is it here. As you can see, it's like a little round device. And the annoying thing is, or the one downside is, you need like these particular things, which you do have to keep buying for the thing. Like, it's annoying, but it is what it is, unfortunately. And it's just for like little spots that you may find. And I find this to be great when I'm traveling as well. I do find that they help. I find that they help to kind of calm down the redness, kill bacteria. This one is weirdly specific, but I wanted to share it because it has been a bit of a life changer for me. And I also feel the need to say that I'm not a medical professional. Duh. We already know that. So, you know, do your research, do what's best for you, and maybe I'm gonna get people in the comments saying, oh my God, Caitlin, you shouldn't be taking that, don't take that. But I was recommended this from a healthcare professional of mine. It's worked for me and I like it and I take it when I need it. So, like I said, very weirdly specific, but here we are. This is called calcium D-glucarate, and this is by a brand called Metagenic. So I don't think you can actually buy this from anywhere. I think only certain places sell things like this, but if you're interested, go ahead and do some Googling, do some research about calcium D-glucarate, because this is very specifically for, this is super embarrassing that I'm talking to you about this on my YouTube channel, but maybe you've experienced this, maybe you have, or, you know someone who has, but after I got off the contraceptive pill, I went on a whirlwind of things and symptoms that I'd never experienced before. And one of them was in extreme breast tenderness, which is apparently a very common and very normal symptom, but I was damn near sick of it, okay? It was so bad to the point where I didn't even want to wear a bra. There were days where I didn't even want to wear something touching me, like shirts. They had to be big baggy shirts because even just the feeling, like I couldn't lay on my chest, like hugging me was out of the question. Like, don't even touch me. They were just so uncomfortable, so tender and sore, and it was really frustrating. So this product was recommended to me, and if you actually look up calcium D-glucarate, it's apparently used to help metabolize certain hormones. I'm pretty sure it's estrogen and another one. Breast tenderness has actually, I think it has something to do, I'm pretty sure it's to do with the estrogen in the body. Like, you either have too much or you have too little, which causes the tenderness. And also, this particular product is apparently, according to Google, let me pull it up. might lower estrogen levels, which may have effects in some people with hormone-dependent cancers. So people use calcium deglucarate for preventing breast cancer, prostate cancer, and colon cancer, and for treating other conditions. But there's apparently no scientific evidence to support any of these uses because, I don't know, maybe people just don't want to study these things. I don't know. But I found this really help. I find this actually really helps. There was a period where it would happen every month, clockwork, and it was just so frustrating. And then I got onto this, and it's gotten to the point now where I actually don't need to take this every month. Just this last cycle, I was experiencing breast tenderness again. So I took it for one or two nights and it stopped. The last time I took it before that was probably 3 months ago. So I don't need it as much as I used to, but I genuinely believe it actually makes a big difference, and it's actually helping to metabolize those hormones in my body, excess hormones that maybe I don't need, and that maybe would potentially be detrimental to my health if they're just kind of hanging around there. So yeah, this has really been helpful for me, and I thought I'd throw that out there. I know it's really specific. A lot of you are probably like, Caitlin, this is weird, honey. I don't have tender breasts. This is weird. But I know that this is something that maybe some women struggle with, and it's fucking annoying. Maybe you know someone, maybe you, in your girl chats, in your group chats, maybe you've got a girlfriend who feels like this, and this is like literally ruining her life like it was mine. It's annoying. It's one of the many things I've found annoying about being a woman. But when I was on the pill for so long, it's like I had no idea what it was like to be a woman, I personally believe. The pill just makes everything kind of artificial and so level because it's not real. You know, it's basically just like living like a man. Whereas now I experience these certain things in my body that I'm like, oh my God, like women experience this. Anyway, I know I keep going back to this and you're probably like so sick of hearing about it. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen the sourdough bread chronicles, the post that I've done about making bread. I have become obsessed with sourdough and baking my own bread. A very dear friend of mine, I don't actually think she realized how much it meant to me at the time, but for Christmas, she basically gifted me, or I don't know, maybe it wasn't meant to be my Christmas present, but to me, it was the best. It was a few days before Christmas. I went to her house and she basically taught me how to make her sourdough bread that she was taught. And she also gifted me some of her sourdough mother, like the mother, you know, the little thing in the jar and, you know, whatnot. There's just nothing quite like, you know, fresh bread. And I do it like every week to every fortnight. I make a fresh loaf of bread for the week. And it's just like a nice little thing that just makes my week so much yummier. And it's just one of those things where, again, I feel like in the world we're living in, this fast-paced world we live in, where we're not as tied to traditional values and traditional things. Maybe I'm feeling a bit like a trad wife. Just making my bread just feels like a nice little skill that I now hold. Next up, the next one, for my Stanley freaks, okay, my Stanley crazed people. I came on, I think one of the last times I did a video like this where I talked about things I'm loving, and I talked about the Stanley Cup. And I wanted to share with you the kind of addition that I've included to my Stanley Cup that I wish they would come out with their own straws, but I picked these up from Amazon. You can see they're a bit of a weirdly shaped straw. As you may know, when you're constantly drinking from a straw, similar I suppose if you're smoking or vaping or anything like that, your lips are kind of like this, and that can kind of cause tiny little creases in your lips, where instead of going like this, you do like this. Can you see? I feel this is the weirdest video, isn't it? Come close. So it's not the same indentation. This is a weird video. I bet you weren't expecting this today. Don't worry, no, neither was I. We were supposed to be talking about Bianca Santori. Last but not least is my TV show recommendation. Now, some of you, again, are probably like, Caitlin, where have you been, honey? Where have you been? And exactly, I don't know where I've been. I've had people telling me about this show for years, but I just didn't really get onto it. And one thing you need to know about me is I'm not really like super big into reality television. I like reality TV shows that are like maybe more cooking shows, things like that. I'm not really into like lifestyle, wealth porn, watching rich people, or just especially dating shows. Like I'm not into dating shows, reality dating shows. I feel like it's hard to find good ones. I feel like so many of the people that go on reality dating shows now, like nothing makes my eyes roll harder into my friggin' head than watching beautiful people who you know, they don't have that much trouble finding love. Like they're friggin' stunning. But a lot of people, unfortunately, now that go on reality TV are just looking for a platform, very narcissistic, egocentric, looking for their 5 minutes of fame, looking for an Instagram following. And I just hate giving people like that my time. Like, I just don't like giving people like that my time. They don't deserve it. And I don't know. I don't like watching vapid people try to find love, because a lot of the people that go on these shows, you probably can think of some, just don't even care about love and they just want fame. But I have fallen in love with the TV show Love on the Spectrum. And again, like I'm probably so behind on this, but if you're into this, please let me know in the comments down below. And you know, if you love reality TV shows, if you love your reality dating shows, you'll love this. And if you're like me and you don't like those shows, you're probably gonna love this, okay? This is just like such, oh, it's so wholesome. Like, please, can you please watch it? Or if you watch it, can you please Instagram DM me so we can talk about it? Because I just love it so much. It's just so wholesome. Like, these people are just so wholesome. You know, they're not looking for their Instagram fame. They're not narcissists. They're not, there's one girl that I can't stand her. Anyway, but the others, like, I just love them so much. This show makes me laugh, it makes me cringe, it's teaching me things, but it also makes me cry. Like, there's been multiple occasions while watching this TV show that I'm crying from happiness. It's teaching me also so much about people on the spectrum and autism, teaching me so much more about the mannerisms and the habits and just the ways in which people on the spectrum are different. Please watch it for me. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. It wasn't what was planned, was it? Let's be honest, but I really hope that you enjoyed it anyway. And if you did actually watch it, thank you so much for being here and sticking around and actually watching this video. And if you would like a deep dive into Bianca Sensori, let me know and I will refilm that. But if not, we can just chuck that one out and just leave that one in the dust. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you have any video suggestions, if you have any feedback, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. I would love to read those and answer them if I can. I'm gonna have another few linked for you right here if you wanna check those out. Thank you so much for joining me in today's very unplanned, very random video. Thank you so much for joining me and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.